Right now on Up with KREM, more and more people are getting vaccinated, including high schoolers.
But these kids that are here, so many of them are getting ready to graduate. They didn't get a graduation ceremony last year.
This morning, what Spokane's mayor had to say during her second vaccination. And back in the news are fake vaccine cards. This morning, we hear from a UW professor who says people could be in more trouble than they expected. Plus, what do these new guidelines mean for people in schools? This morning, the social distancing that will still be required in the classroom.
And we're out at the Spokane Arena having a lot of fun this morning, but I've also got your weekend forecast, and it's shaping up to be absolutely perfect.
Up with KREM begins now.
According to the CDC, if you're fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask. So as President Biden put it in this short video, he said, you're either vaxxed or masked. This morning, we're talking about the new guidelines and why some businesses in our area will still require masks. 7:31 now on a Friday morning. Feels so good to say Friday. And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, you can head on down and see the Spokane Shock, and you can watch it on our channel. But this morning, we're giving you a little preview. Jeremy Legoo is live at the Spokane Arena. How's it going, Jeremy?
Ooh, Tim, it's going really, really well, or good, or whatever it is. It's fun. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm now going to try a new thing. I've been trying out everything. We got punt, pass, and kick, and so I've done pass, and I haven't even done kick, but here we go with punt. Ouch! Wow, people do that? Why would you want to? Ow! Oh, Tim, why? I have so many questions now about punting. Oh man. Okay, so anyway, I should wear socks. Oh, that's not gonna happen. All right, well let's get you outside for some weather. Temperatures are up in the 50s now, and they are going to continue to climb. I think here, by the time we hit the 9 o'clock hour, we'll easily be in the 60s, by noon in the 70s, and climbing as we go through the day. It's 50s in Spokane and 50s around parts of the inland Northwest. A couple of stragglers, but we will get those temps up into the 50s here rather quickly, and I think some of you who weren't at the top of the hour are now. That's thanks to nothing but sunshine. It's a beautiful day. I can now see outside, and it looks fantastic out there. Oh, it's just beckoning you to come outside throughout the day today because temps are on the rise. A few things though: sunglasses, sunscreen, light, loose clothing, all of these things that we remember from summers past. Yeah, it's going to be that kind of weekend as we head out. It's warm now, but even warmer as we get into the weekend. Temps in the 80s, both Saturday and Sunday. It's looking absolutely fantastic, Tim. And all right, here we go. What are we doing this time? What are we doing? What are we doing?
All right. Well,
oh, another one of these?
One more.
All right.
Oh, no! So close.
No!
And he falls to the ground. I'm a little concerned about your toes, Jeremy. You're not wearing the right shoes, buddy. Or
No.
socks. But he's staying on brand.
Though. Honestly, I was impressed by that. With the tops.
I love it. All right, let's get to our big stories now at 7:30. There are new guidelines from the CDC about masking. They say people who are vaccinated don't have to wear masks indoors. But what do these announcements actually mean for kids? Specifically, what do they mean for the guidelines surrounding K through 12 schools and the return to in-person learning? So the task at hand right now is for schools and districts in Washington to get to work in their new plan for the 2021-2022 school year. So here are those requirements. Everyone on campus will continue to wear a cloth face covering inside or outdoors when 6 feet distance isn't possible. The schools are responsible for updated ventilation as well. Schools must also have a response plan in case of possible infections, and if an infection happens, students will have to quarantine. Inside the classroom, 3 feet of physical distancing is still required. 6 feet of distancing is recommended outside of the classroom. And physical distancing itself should not keep a school from offering a full-time in-person learning experience. Schools are also being asked to create a separate plan that doesn't include any social distancing at all, in case our numbers improve enough to remove them altogether. Now, we've also reached out to Inslee's office with questions about how this news impacts children under the age of 12 who currently don't qualify to receive a vaccine. The DOH says more details will continue to be made available in the days ahead. Well, right now, getting fully vaccinated has its perks, but faking vaccine cards has serious consequences. The CDC and the governor announcing restrictions are easing for people who are fully vaccinated. Officials are worried about the fake vaccine cards. The FBI says owning and distributing them is a serious offense.
So this is actually a federal crime. It's called misuse of a government seal. And it comes with potential prison time and or fines.
Governor Inslee says the state has no plans to make people prove they've been vaccinated. Well, many people are celebrating the news from the CDC, the move perhaps the strongest sign yet that life is returning to pre-pandemic normal. It's also an effort to boost vaccinations. President Biden hailed the announcement, but he still warns that the pandemic isn't over.
We've gotten this far. Please protect yourself until you get to the finish line.
The CDC changed its tune after it got new data about the powerful protection the vaccine provides, with nearly half of U.S. adults now fully vaccinated. New daily cases in the U.S. dropped by a third. Just in the past 2 weeks, a Washington school can now expect to be in person this fall, according to the State Department of Health.
But these kids that are here, so many of them are getting ready to graduate. They didn't get a graduation ceremony last year. A lot of the things that they expect to experience in their high school years has all been taken away from them.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty here. Though it takes 2 weeks after your final dose for you to be considered fully vaccinated, you might still be asked to mask up in certain settings, like at private businesses, hospitals. Those two can also impose mask requirements for customers regardless of vaccinations. Auntie's Bookstore in Spokane has posted that they will continue to require masks. Atticus Coffee also posted the same picture alerting customers to their mask requirement. And Bruins has also made the announcement no one should ditch their mask completely just yet. The CDC says people should continue to cover their faces in tightly packed crowds like on planes, buses, and trains, or inside hospitals and nursing homes. And if you haven't gotten the vaccine yet or are partially vaccinated, the CDC says you should keep masking up and stay 6 feet away from others. All right, still ahead this morning on Up with KREM, there is also a business opening its doors for the first time this morning. That's where Nicole Hernandez is all morning to tell us all about crepes this morning. Love it. Tell us about it, Nicole.
Yeah, Tim, it's officially less than 30 minutes until the doors to Crepe Cafe Sisters opens up to the masses, and we've been making crepes all morning. This is the one I made earlier. I've been munching away at it. It tastes pretty good, even just by itself. So we're going to show you more about what kind of crepes that they can give coming up soon.
Well, the Spokane Shock is back, and we are live all morning from the stadium. We'll have how the players you may recognize from WSU and how you can watch.
Oh, and we are here giving you your full forecast and passes out to my guy. 1, 2. Turns out I'm a terrible quarterback too. I have so much more respect for football players, but we got your full forecast coming up after this.